So here we are, hole 3. What I'm hoping for on this one is a tailwind. That always makes this hole play easier when they do. And, it typically makes it a little bit more fair for all club types. So I would imagine that they will probably stick to that wind, although not necessarily. Another good wind that they would do, in my opinion, would be, a straight headwind. But for whatever reason, they never do that anymore. So even in the Master, guys just get free passes. So you'll see that these winds are, getting kind of set up to where, any and anything can get the ball down there. You don't have to not only have the best clubs, you just need to have a club. It's just got to be, an extra mile 3 to get the ball down there, like nothing. Or, we can even do quarterbacks on this one. So, totally optional for me to go aggressive. If you do go aggressive, you'll want to curl it around the tree as much as possible. I may even need to back off. Now, I did get kind of a lower wind, but as I mentioned, I am going to kind of back off and just use kind of a Mach 5 spin. I may crank this one up just a little bit more since the wind is so tiny. I almost got the smallest possible wind. But you'll see, even with the smallest wind possible, I can easily get this down here. So this will not be a very hard hole at all for you guys to play. And lengthy clubs will have a nice advantage because they'll be able to get it down here. The only thing that I had to worry about was it scooting through. Now you can see I didn't get that long scoot out roll, but I had to kind of back off the spin just in case it did roll out. I wanted to make sure that it didn't roll through this rough. So you can see it does stop well short. Keep in mind, though, I might get that long rollout, and it would have actually been probably pretty close to that rough's edge, and that's why I'm backing off the spin. So there's kind of 2 ways that can roll out, and I always play the cautious way to make sure that no matter what, that I can try to, keep it short. So let's say that wind was a 9, I wouldn't have used that much topspin. I would have probably backed off just a little bit more because I know that, it could potentially come through with a lot more momentum with a 9 wind than it will with a 7. So you have to keep in mind those subtle differences. You always need to play instead of just saying, oh, I'm just going to copy Zach's guides. You need to have that next level mindset to make changes based on the wind you are given, not the wind that I have. So, you will see some fluctuations in the way that you need to play things. So this is close to mid club, which is kind of close to maybe 3-ish per ring. Very straightforward, what I'll typically do. Just right around 3 backspin. Put this right into the left edge of the cup here. And I'm thinking just a little bit overplay on 3 per ring. So almost going to go 3 rings here. Maybe just a little bit light of 3 rings. Perfect ball. And just a little bit light on the adjustment. But that's something, we can learn from. And just say, next time maybe I will do that. That's essentially 2.5 per ring. In that distance. Now you gotta remember where you are in the fairway, because if you get, I guarantee if I would have actually got that other rollout bounce, that the amount that I would have just went there would have probably been too much. So I would have actually had to go maybe just a little bit less than what I just went, and it would have actually been on the other end of the cup. So it does go to show you, the subtle differences, but you have to remember, if I need to play that essentially right on 2.5 per ring, and just go 3 rings there for next time. Those are the kind of the differences. Maybe even, 2.4 per ring and just a little bit more than 3 rings. So, 3.1 rings there might have been perfect. And these are the type of mental notes that you make. So if you do wind up in a similar fairway spot again, you can say, oh, well, I should be able to hole this next time around. So repetition is going to lead to better results. So, try to practice today and, shoot your rounds on Wednesday would be ideal. So get those practice rounds in. Good luck with that hole, and I will see you guys on 4.